What if the reason heaven feels silent over your life is not because God has stopped speaking, but because He's watching how you're working? What if the delay is not spiritual warfare, but spiritual negligence? In Colossians 3:23, it says that whatever you do, work it with all your heart, as working for God, not for human masters. Not some things, not when you feel like it, not only when people are watching, but whatever you do, do it to perfection and to glorify God. This is something many of us don't want to confront, because you're praying like you depend on God, but you're walking like He doesn't matter. You say, God bless me, but your workplace, you're lazy. You say, God increase me, but you cut corners when no one is watching. And you say, God open doors for me, but you dishonor Him in the small responsibilities that He already gave you. Remember, the heaven is watching, not just your prayers, but also your patterns, because how you work is your worship to God. Your work is not separate from your spiritual life. Your work is your altar. And some of us, we've been offering careless sacrifices in these places of work. Something very dangerous about being spiritually active, but practically irresponsible. You can pray for 1 hour, but waste 8 hours. You can fast for a breakthrough, but neglect your assignment. And then you wonder why things are not shifting in your life. Because God is not just looking at your spiritual rituals, He is also looking at your daily discipline. Think about yesterday. How did you show up in your workplace? Were you faithful? Were you intentional? Were you diligent? Or were you distracted, delayed, late, and doing just enough to survive? If God audited your work ethic, will it reflect Him, or will it embarrass Him? This is the truth. Some of us do not have a demon problem. We have a discipline problem. And God is revealing this to transform us, not to condemn you, but to transform you. In Proverbs 22:29, it says that, do you see someone skilled in their work? They will serve before kings. So it's not prayer alone. It's not gifting alone. It's not giving alone, but also skill, excellence, and faithfulness matter a lot. Many believers are very anointed, but they are not accountable. They are gifted, but they are not consistent. And that inconsistency is actually dishonoring God. When you are careless with your work, you're telling God that this does not matter. But what if that job, that assignment, that responsibility is the very platform that God is using to prepare you? What if you're asking for an elevation but failing in the training ground? God will not promote what you dishonor. He will not expand what you neglect, and He will not bless what you refuse to steward well. Some are stuck, not because heaven is closed, but because your hands are idle. You're waiting for God to move, while God is waiting for you to become faithful. And this is where the shift begins. In a decision to honor God with your work, even when no one sees it. To show up on time, to give your best effort, to do small things with excellence. Because you understand you are not working for people. You are actually working for God. If Jesus was your direct supervisor, will your attitude change? Will you increase your effort? Will your consistency improve? Or will you still give excuses? Because the truth is that He is actually watching. Ecclesiastes chapter 9:10, it says that whatever your hands find to do, do it with all your might. Not half your energy, not leftover or effort, but all your might. This is because excellence is not about perfection. It is about intention. Be honest. Where have you been cutting corners? Where have you been delaying? Where have you been giving less than your best while expecting God to give you more? God is not calling you to burnout. He is actually calling you to stewardship, to be faithful, to be intentional, and to be aligned to Him. When you begin to honor God with your work, doors open, favor locates you, opportunities will always find you, not because you chased them, but because your character attracted them. It is not too late. You can start today. You can shift today. You can even make the decision today that no more careless work, no more delayed obedience, no more dishonoring God in the small things, because the small things are where God is watching the most. Take a moment to reflect back, not to feel guilty, but to become aware. What God trusted you with, is it a job? Is it a responsibility? Is it a calling? And the question is not, is it big? The question is, have you been faithful to what God trusted you with? Because faithfulness is what unlocks manipulation. So today, choose to honor God, not just with your words, but also with your work. Make a decision to start honoring God with your work today. And type in the comment sections that I will honor God with my work. Share this with someone who is praying for a breakthrough but needs to hear the truth. Stay connected and catch up in the next video, because your next level is hidden in your obedience. Thank you for staying, and bye.